team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Utep Miners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Miners' offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Utep. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They'll go to the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
He's got it on the run. He's down at the one, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Fullback's got it. Just nowhere to go against his defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down mark. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With the catch, it's Gibson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air. It's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Torres. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's
been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Helms. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and push into coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll run it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense.
Turning it on! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sure hands, it's Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
To the air, it's Nelson. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's held. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Unleashes it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness.
Great defense.
You're down.
Let's go,
right before the
Utep.
half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Scrambling away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is perfect. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Miners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Sooners are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to ball his way in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown Sooner. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station.
Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Utep. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest down.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
He's got it on the right.
Let's go, man. Come on, Miners.
And then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
All right, let's go, defense.
Will corral the
Atta boy.
quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Utep has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock
boy.
still ticks. It's still my
Let's
friend.
go.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Miners look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that.
Now the
last
game
play.
plan,
We'll
we
take
just
a
need to
break
control
check
this
him out.
clock. No crazy plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Bridges. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware that it's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Finds his man. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finding open areas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's looking to throw. Under fire. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers.
And the returner will be brought down. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Gets it out to the 27-yard line.
One timeout left.
Change for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've been able to get the ball out of their own end nicely. First and 10 from the 38. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.